Hi, everybody, and welcome to Connect In. Today is March 25th, 2021, and let me just get all my technology in check. Here we go. So, this is being live streamed on Facebook and on Zoom, and you're welcome to leave any questions or comments in either space. Completely up to you. Connect In is a weekly conversation about the benefits, the strengths, the yummies of connecting in or back to your body, to your heart, and to also connect into where and how or what your heart feels essential. Basically, it's how to get out of your twirly head back into your body. Because you could see that almost every time I start these conversations, there's always this twirl because I'm working on technology at first. So what I like to do before I start going forward from here is doing the ritual of coming inside. And it's unique to each and every one of us. For me, I like to go ahead and use or open up or engage with all my senses, or as many as I can, because it tells me that I'm coming out of my computer thinking, scheduling kind of head and back into my body. There we go. So I like to use a candle. Candle is the first indicator for my body, mind, spirit that I am coming back inside myself. And so no matter when you're watching this, take a moment and just notice how you feel in your body. Where's your head? Where's your heart? Where's your mind? Are you thinking about past, present, future? Whatever that is. Just notice where you're agitated or calm or anything in between. Just notice. And throughout the call, I'll give you a few opportunities or invitations to check in with yourself. So I light a candle, and then I light a little white sage, because that's what I have here right now. And I actually love the smell of it. You can use some essential oils. You can use another incense. Again, it's all these cues of telling my senses that I'm coming back into my body and out of my head. And then the other thing I like to do is use sound. And I have a whole bunch of different singing bowls that I use. And singing bowls, what's beautiful and unique about singing bowls is they actually have a resonance that works with particular chakras or energy centers of your body. This one happens to be the heart chakra. So just notice how this makes you feel. Beautiful. And take a moment now and notice how you feel in your body. Everybody has their own beautiful, unique experience. How you feel in your body is going to be just right for you. The next part of the ritual of coming inside is actually now to kind of bring your awareness to your breath. And I lovingly call this mantra breath, belly, feet. Okay? Bring your awareness to your breath, bring it down to your belly, and all the way down to your feet. So you feel where your feet are touching the earth. And if you're sitting in a chair or on a couch, just feel where your butt is on the chair because the chair is on the ground. We're just taking the opportunity from coming up here of our twirly mind back down into our body. Our body holds the roadmap for our transformation, which means our body can actually guide us to being our brightest self. And yes, even though we are in this super crazy time of life, I mean, it's remarkable, really. We can still have moments of shining, moments of being joyful. I was listening to NPR this morning, and there was a therapist giving a whole bunch of suggestions of what we can do. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the therapist, but I can ad-lib this. She was talking about what we can do as we begin to speed up, because yes, we've been in this super stressful time. And there have been a lot of challenges in that, and there have been a lot of gifts. And one of the gifts is that we really slowed down. Most of us didn't commute very much. We were home, regardless of what home was like. What we weren't doing is getting into our cars and driving and sitting in traffic. And, you know, I live in a very urban area with very tiny freeways, and which means that we're always sitting in traffic. And, you know, that's stressful. And so the therapist was talking about how to take a moment and think about this past year, these past 14, 15 months, and think about the one thing, the one gift that you got from this past time. You know, maybe you were gardening, or maybe you had the opportunity to do some drawing or meditating or bicycle riding or playing in the sandbox with your children, you know, whatever that is. The one thing that you can continue as we go back to new normal, that basically brings you joy. And it was funny on the interview, it was almost like I felt like the therapist was kind of apologizing for inviting us to have joy, because really last year sucked, and we all know it. And there are all different variations of that for each and every one of us. But you know, where we deserve to have joy in our life. And, you know, joy can be like, woohoo! And, you know, and it can be just this thing that holds you and allows you to bring a smile to your face. In five element acupuncture, or in the acupuncture classics, joy is considered the thing that fills your heart so much that it allows the smile or your lips to rise into a smile and your eyes to twinkle. So it doesn't have to be an over the top joy, but it's something that fills your heart. And we all deserve that. That is the purpose of being alive, right? To be heartful, to really to live a heart-centered life, as far as I consider. But what do you think about joy? Like I was thinking about doing a little video going, is joy here? Is joy here? Where do you find joy? This whole kind of movement that I feel like is asking me to hold space for is to shine on, to invite women and men and every being to be their brightest self, to be your authentic self, to have moments of really connecting in with your brilliance and sharing that love, that light, if you will, with yourself and then with your family and then with your community. Because being bright, being, your heartful, joyful self is contagious. And you know that when you walk into a room and somebody is just in a full bloom of joy. I guess joy is the word that we're talking about today. It is contagious. It invites you to connect in with that part of yourself. So, take a moment, even now, just think about that one little thing, that one gift that you can get from this past year. A lot of people got animals, little pets, critters that really share unconditional love, allow us to share unconditional love. That's part of shining on as well. And before I forget, if you would like to be supported with a community that the whole purpose is to support each and every one of us to be our brightest self. And that is the Shine On community. It's on Facebook. It's a free gathering. It's a free place where well, I guess it's supporting this movement that keeps inviting me to talk about it. So if you're interested in joining the Shine On community, just pop on over. There's a few questions to ask, and then you are part of us. And yeah. And if you do it in the next couple of minutes, you can also join our quarterly or 5 time a year gathering that we gather as a community and support each other. So notice what just happened to your body. Like we were in here, we were gathered into our body, and then I started talking about logistics and your mind started twirling over there. Right? So breath, belly, feet, come back to your body. If you want, place your hands on your heart. Feel the beating of your heart, the rising and falling of your chest. And again, reflect on this past 15 months. What is that beautiful gem that you got from this time that you can continue with? What is that one thing that you can hold on to as we transition yet again, as we potentially start to speed up again? And I don't know about you, but this whole thinking of taking masks off, of being in crowds, of moving around even faster than I am now is a little nerve-wracking. Now, I'm an introvert, I admit it, so that could be a little bit more challenging for introverts. Extroverts may really fly in this. But what's important is no matter how you go forward from this point on, mask on, mask off, in crowds, not crowds, the most important thing that I can invite you to hold on to is know that you're in your body. Like stay centered in yourself. When you come into your body by using breath, belly, feet, right? You come in to your inner wisdom. And when you do that, then you're centered and grounded, and you can move forward in life, holding yourself, holding that twinkle of joy as you go forward. When you come into breath, belly, feet, it helps you not lose yourself in life. right? When you don't lose yourself, you can make clear decisions. The anxiety gets settled in. You just feel better in yourself. Yeah. So take a moment again, breath, belly, feet. Place your hands on your heart. Think about that one gift that came in over the past year. What is that one thing that you love, that brings you joy, that allows your cheeks to raise, your lips to raise? And kind of make a commitment to yourself that you'll hold on to that as we go through the next transition of life. We all deserve to be in this world as the best aspect of ourselves, as our brightest aspect of ourselves. Authentic would be another word. It is our birthright to shine. And when we shine, we truly invite others to do the same. And honestly, that is the movement that I believe can change the world. Because when we shine, we are holding our center, we're holding what we feel is right, and we're also holding space for our community, our family to shine as well. So we're part of ourselves and part of a community versus doing the I thing, going through life just thinking about ourselves. Does that make sense? When you come into your body and keep holding this centered feeling, not only are you less stressed throughout the day, but you can actually sleep better, because this is a way of getting out of your head. It's our head normally that starts twirling and keeps us awake at night. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can do this breath, belly, feet as well. Place your hands on your heart, feel your heart beating. Come back into that thing that brings you joy, and let that joy just fill your whole body. Chances are you'll go back to sleep pretty quite quickly as well. So I'm going to say it one more time. We all deserve to be our brightest selves. And the way to do that is to come inside, out of our head, back into our heart. When we do that, we connect into our own inner guidance. We don't have to look outside ourselves for approval, for joy. We gain a sense of authenticity in who we are. We gain a sense of contentment in who we are. And then in that simple act of coming inside, you can also invite, just by mirroring, this radiance to everybody you meet. I'm not saying you're going to have beautiful moments of bliss or a lifetime of bliss, but you have the tools to come back in and down and into your heart. And really, that is what shining on is. So this is one little tool for your heart so that you can live a heart-centered life. You are very welcome to join our community. And if you want to learn more tools for the heart, more tools for your heart, you can go over to my website at DaminiCelebrate.com and join a class. All the programs that I offer are all about connecting in to your heart, your body, and looking inside for joy and your own inner wisdom. Beautiful. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Again, community page is on Facebook. It's called Shine On Community. And I'll see you next week, same time, same station. And until then, mwah, have a beautiful day.